into it, guys. The big brothers, they strike. 49ers, they blow out the Cowboys, and the Steelers stole the show right at home. Let's first talk about them Cowboys, though. Man, there was a lot going on, a lot of chirping after the game between Kittle, Parsons, and Debo. They said they're talking about a rematch in the playoffs, and if the NFL scripts have anything to do with it, I think we'll see this matchup in the playoffs. But other than that, let me get into this game. I ended up falling asleep probably like right at halftime. I feel like I don't think I saw one of Dak's interceptions, and to see that he ended up throwing three, I'm just I don't even know what to say at this point. Three interceptions is just unacceptable. I mean, I got to go back and watch what was going on. I need to see what he was seeing on the field. I mean, hopefully he's in the room looking at film this week. I know they don't have a game till Monday, so hopefully they're prepared. But they play a Chargers team that's coming off a bye week, and they're supposed to be getting Eckler back, and he's going to be healthy. So I don't know what that's going to spell for us, but we better get things together now. It's now. But Trev, man, how you feel about the Cowboys in this?
Yeah, I didn't watch the game at all. I didn't see any of that game, and I feel like I've seen it because I've talked to so many people about it. They've told me the story of it, and it's just like, dang, did I? I feel like I watched the game, but I didn't watch it at all. And I'm glad I didn't see it because I would have been just very disappointed. It would have ruined my night. But what I understand about Dak Prescott is that I give him 60% of the blame for this. Coaches didn't do what they needed to do. They weren't prepared. All the players weren't prepared, but Dak. I mean, for a man to throw three interceptions in a game and then throw interceptions to backups when the game's out of reach, they're trying to stat pad Dak, and he's throwing interceptions still to the second string. That's just bad. I don't know what to say about that, man. I don't know if it's emotion, his psyche, but 49ers obviously are living rent free in his head, and you can't get past them. I watched his post game. I did see that, and he said that he mentioned he was like prepared or he did everything he could, still got punched in the face. I mean, I don't know how you do that much preparing and you get beat 42-10. That's terrible. So I'll probably rewatch the game at some point, but no time soon. They need to win a game first, and then I'll feel like watching it. But no one's trying to see that.
I mean, it's not like we haven't won 3 games, but as somebody who sat there and stayed up through the entire 42-10 shellacking that the Cowboys took, the Cowboys came out. We were very unprepared. The San Francisco 49ers, as I said in the previous week, they are the best team in the NFL, and they showed why they're the best team in the NFL. There's no weakness, whether it be their offensive line, their defensive line. They have arguably the best linebacking core with the best linebacker, Fred Warner, in the NFL. Their cornerbacks and their safety. I don't know how to pronounce his
Are one
name.
is the best in the
Alfalonga.
NFL? He better
Fred
than
Warner
TJ
arguably.
Watt?
TJ Watt plays online. I'm not worried about that. Like, I'm talking about as far as like middle linebacker covering, doing everything that you need to do as far as getting to the quarterback, playing coverage on tight ends, running backs, in some instances wide receiver, because I think there's one play he was chasing down CeeDee Lamb or Brandon Cooks. So Fred Warner's pretty much everywhere on the field. I've always spoke highly for Fred Warner. Christian McCaffrey was held to, I want to say 50-something yards, but he had a touchdown again for the 14th straight game touchdown. Brock Purdy is the real deal. I know a lot of people are saying that it's a scheme thing, but Brock Purdy is looking at the defenses. He's seeing what defenses are doing before the line of scrimmage, before the play is set. He's reading the line of scrimmage, reading what the defenses are doing. Then he just sits back and delivers the ball where it needs to be delivered. Brandon Ayuk, excellent route runner. Debo Samuel isn't even really getting off the way he used to with Jimmy Garoppolo, but they have so many different weapons that the 49ers, barring injury last year, go to the Super Bowl. And this year, barring injury, should be going to the Super Bowl. I mean, Philadelphia also is an excellent team, but San Francisco, in my opinion, there are no weaknesses. I've been on record before to say that Philadelphia has some secondary issues that they need to figure out. The San Francisco 49ers have no issues at all, no weaknesses. And Dak Prescott, 3 interceptions back to back to back, 3 straight drives. Tony Pollard fumbled the ball. Michael Parsons, you can say whatever you want to George Kittle for wearing the fuck Dallas shirt. Sorry, excuse my language, the F Dallas shirt. But for his historic reasons, that's why he wore that shirt. And Dak Prescott, Michael Parsons, you can't go on your podcast after the game and say you have something for George Kittle. George Kittle scored 3 touchdowns on 3 receptions. What are we talking about? I mean, I didn't play in the NFL, so I mean, it is what it is. But from somebody, if I get beat like that, I'm not going to tell you, oh, I got something for you later on. Why don't you do anything then? And again, we get it. They're double, triple teaming you. Trent Williams said apparently that we're going to W all night, and that's what happens when you're a potential defensive player of the year player. But you can't go on a podcast after the fact, after you got beat up, you didn't have any effect on the game, and say, "Oh, I got something for you." It's unacceptable. It's just no. You're not based in reality. San Francisco is better, 32 points better. Kyle Shanahan is a better coach. They have better players. They run their schemes better. They read our defenses better. They understand what we're doing on offense better. Dak Prescott needs to figure it out because at this point, it feels like Dallas needs to move on. Trey Lance is not the answer. Cooper Rush is not the answer. I mean, at this point, the Cowboys may have to trade up for Caleb Williams, but I don't know what Caleb Williams is doing. And I certainly don't want Shedeur Sanders. So I don't know what the Cowboys are going to do. We have to figure it out. That's my honest opinion.
I will say this: getting Sanders would be a Cowboys move.
It would be a Cowboys move, which it's not going to help us. He has the most. He has the most. I think he has the most passing yards in college football right now, which is fine. He has a pretty high completion percentage. But the rumor is that he's taking sacks, so he doesn't mess it up his completion percentage. So there's also that. And pro football is a lot faster than college football, so we'll see how he translates. I mean, yeah, I know that's what they're going to say about that kid, but we know what that's about. So, but I mean, yeah, Dallas. Again, I've said it before. There's 3 teams that are elite in the NFL: Eagles, 49ers, Kansas City. Everybody's saying, "Oh, Dallas this, Dallas that," because we beat up on 3 bad teams. No offense, Wayne, but the Patriots are in a rebuild too, and it's not going to take long if they keep Belichick. It's not going to be long before they're going to be back because they're hurt on defense. If they were healthy on defense, the Cowboys probably don't put up 38 points. So there's that. The Cowboys are not who we think they are. We're a good team that beats up on bad teams, and they have to figure it out. They got to find some heart because they did not show it in San Francisco. Kudos to Deebo Samuel, even though he played for the 49ers. It's my guy.
Yeah. So Tommy Graham basically speaks for all the Cowboys fans out there. It's understandable. It's totally understandable. It's sad too at the same time because you guys paid Dak all this money. He's earning like 154 plus. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, you guys can't let him go, or you're gonna eat some money. And Jerry's not gonna do that. He just has to find a way to get better. And like you said, Trev, it is 60% really on him. I'll probably even bump it up to 70%. You can't throw 3 picks in a row, you know what I mean? As a elite quarterback in this league, you're supposed to be top 10. You can't just do that type of thing in a big type of game like that against a very good team, stacking up against a team like that. And you want to be, in their category. You can't just be performing like that in a primetime game. So he's really got to step it up. This week, when you guys got the Chargers, it's gonna be crazy because you got old Kellen Moore as the OC. He's gonna want to light it up against you guys defensively. I know Dan Quinn's gonna have to try to throw some things on him that he knows from last year and the last few years that he's been working with him. But at the end of the day, I know he's gonna try to light it up. So you guys got to show out in this game and show that you're really about it. To really show that you guys can make a strong run in the playoffs, because right now it's showing like it'll be another one and done type of season. The way that it's starting off right now, especially losing to the Cardinals. Cardinals made no sense. You know what I mean? You guys should have been easily 3-0 going into this game. But it is what it is. It really leans on Dak, and then it leans on Mike McCarthy too as well. At the end of the day, he is calling the plays on offense, and they're not looking as great. You guys got to get seeded the ball a little bit more too as well. So hopefully you guys figure out as these months get colder. So we'll see.
All right. Sav, man, you got anything to add about that 49ers beatdown? No? Okay. Yeah, well, I will say, yeah, that It's okay. I'll speak for him. Dak, please get it together, man. You back in the spotlight this week on Monday night. So yeah. We gonna see
Everybody
what
get
you
it together.
about.
Show some heart.
Yeah.
Have some pride, man. Jesus. You are the
Please.
Dallas Cowboys. Does that not mean anything to you?
Is this actually, is this your what? This is second loss since the major injury to your secondary, correct?
That's right.
Yes, because
Yes.
Trayvon, the week that we lost to the Cardinals, Trayvon went down.
Yeah, he got hurt in practice before that game.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
But I
Practice.
don't want to sit here and solely blame any of these losses on Diggs going down. I mean,
I'm not.
the
No,
guy
that's
got
not what I was saying. I was just saying it's more
Yeah.
so as the depth. Some teams, like I said, in issues with season and longevity, depth does become an issue. That's all I was just trying, because a lot of teams now are dealing with. I think the major injury in the league currently is torn ACLs or torn Achilles, if I'm correct. I think it's torn Achilles. Um, a
Well,
light.
football is just a game of attrition. Whoever is healthiest is gonna win. You know, it's a world class athletes right here.
But hey, you could be the healthiest guy and still get injured.
Yeah, but I mean
Yeah,
that's kind of like what they say.
100% injury, 100% injury rate. You will get hurt playing football. That's a fact.
But that's what they said about Philly. Philly was very healthy last year, and they stayed healthy at the right time. They were, they were kind of beat up a little bit last year in like the middle of the season, towards the end of the season with Jalen Hurts. A couple of their linemen went down, but they got healthy at the right time. So